Good morning, Chi-Chi baby. It's been a minute since I've made a video, and I've been meaning to make one since your birthday. Just another one of those things where time gets away from you. 1 year taking care of you. It's a lot of thoughts. There are a few challenges. So some parents decide that baby's going to have their own room, especially kind of at the year mark and on. We didn't do that, and I don't think we're planning on doing that, and I think we're going to try to hang in there. We just have a very small home right now. We got 2 bedrooms. One bedroom is just full of office stuff and your toys and everything. It's just tough to try to fit a bed in there. And so we thought we'd try to make a whole little family bedroom, and you'll be in there, that your upcoming sibling will be in there. In the back of my head, it feels like a disaster area, just because if one person wakes up and cries or hurts, that'll just cause a chain reaction and wake everybody up. Including mom or me, I don't know what's going on, but for whatever reason, like with mom's pregnancy right now, she's getting Charlie horses all the time, and then for whatever reason, I started getting them too. And so, mom's hides it better, but I get it. It just surprises me. I'm just like, I definitely make noises, and I've woken you up, and that wakes mom up. And so it's just a whole thing. What we're doing is probably not the smartest idea. I think the thought behind it is just that, just letting family know that, we're all together, and, we're always welcome together, and maybe from the standpoint of getting alone time, it's more about letting the family know you're getting alone time instead of being alone and wanting to hang out with the family, if that makes sense. So that's been kind of probably the big thing that I'm trying to hurdle, and we've tried all sorts of things trying to get you to sleep better. We got a fire truck coming by. You might not be able to hear me for a second. There it goes. Oh, Jesus, please protect anyone that might be hurt. We've tried magnesium cream on your feet. We've tried shower you every night now. I check you pretty regularly, and you do have a misalignment in your atlas that kind of sticks out pretty good. I try to get it loosened up a little bit, but it's just one of those that just keeps on kind of getting there. But you got good range of motion, and you function pretty good. You're pooping good, eating good, so I'm not too worried about it. I do need to take you in to get your heart variability checked again, though. That's something that not a lot of parents do, just because it's not just common practice, I think, in a lot of just health offices. But I think it's a good one to keep track on. It lets you know if there's any stress to your autonomic nervous system. But we're doing all those things, and it's kind of up in the air if you sleep good or not. And it could be mom just going through pregnancy and everything she's going through. You might just be picking up on, energy that she has. Maybe there's something to that. You've definitely been more clingy in the last few weeks, and mom's getting real close to giving birth now. Could be something to that too. One thing I'm working on right now is when you think about your life and like how it's ordered, especially when you start taking care of kids of your own, or you take responsibility for someone else or some other job, you got to make sure that you've got got to make sure that you've got a good hold on taking care of yourself. You know, if the vessel's broken, you're not going to be able to take care of those things effectively. So you need to take care of the things that are going to keep the car running, so to speak. And they're not hard things. One is sleep. Another is the food that you eat, what you're putting into your body. And the third one is exercise. And those are kind of the personal investment things. Psychologically, like having friends and getting out and having challenge, and those things are important too. But kind of the big three that are kind of geared towards you, and I guess challenge could be fit in there. Are those things. And if I were to rank those things in order of importance, I would say sleep is the most important, and then what you're eating is next, and then exercise after that. They're all important, but if I were to, the way I approach those things are in that order. Sleep is just something you do every day no matter what. There's no way around it. And so one thing I try to work on is trying to figure out what's going to maximize sleep. That's just going to be the thing that cleans out your brain. So sometimes I fall asleep with you when I lay you down at about 8:30, and Mom has to wake me up at 10:30 for me to go let the chickens out and everything, and that gets me a couple extra hours, and sometimes that's just what you got to do. The food is another one of those things where you're doing it regularly, and so what you're putting in your body is important. This one I don't weigh as important, because eating bad food in one day isn't going to kill you, but over time, bad food over and over and over is going to wear on your system, and then it's very tough to reverse it once you've been putting a bunch of junk in there over time. It's like throwing straws on a camel's back. When's it going to collapse? And then there's not a quick fix to getting out of it. There are a lot of good things you can do, but oftentimes when it builds up over time, it takes longer to fix. So you want to take care of your body as much as you can every day, and then plan those little treats and desserts, the things that aren't good for you, but something to be said about taking stress off your mind. But you want to have control over planning those things. And then exercise, it's one where you're not doing it every day necessarily, intentionally. My work, I'm on my feet a lot. I'm moving around a lot, so that's good exercise in that regard. But I do need to take on challenging exercise, stuff where I'm, building up and pushing my body to the limit. So I'm working on sleep. And I am working on eating better, and we're doing a good job exercising more. I still put the priority in that, because if I'm screwing up on sleep, then I want to make getting sleep my top priority, and then food, and then that. And so that's how all that works. That's a lot to say. I haven't said anything for a minute, but I'll end it right there. I love you so much. I'm very proud of you. 1 year in, you're doing awesome. You're very emotionally, mature. You're finding your footing. You're crawling around a lot. You're getting up on your feet and doing like the Mowgli walk. I think it's just a matter of days before you finally get up on your feet and start trying to hold on to a balance to keep your feet up. Very proud of you. Looking forward to seeing how you mature, grow, and choose to live your life.